Watch a movie and you see a stunt, you might think in your head as the viewer, I think I could have done that, which is possible. You may have been able to do it, but what you don't know, and this is the thing that nobody ever thinks about, you don't know how many times that stunt person had to do that stunt. You see one take on the film, but they may have had to do it 12 times. And that's when it starts getting really dangerous, when you keep repeating a stunt because the camera angle wasn't right or something happened or whatever, so you have to go and do it again. And then you start getting tired and not as sharp, and that's when the bad stuff can happen.
Mistakes, just random, stupid mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You start, not thinking about every possibility because you just want to get it done or whatever, but
yeah. 100%. Anyone else? Sir?
Yeah, so at the end of the Jason Goes to Hell final chapter, Jason Goes to Hell, when they set up the Freddy versus Jason, how did it affect you emotionally when they didn't choose you for the part and they went with someone else? Because we really would have liked to have seen you in that.
Believe me. So talking about the end of Jason Goes to Hell, where Freddy's hand comes out of the ground, grabs the mask. Obviously, that was me with my hand in the glove. Because as soon as I read that in the script, I told everyone, that's gonna be my hand. Because, nobody else deserves it. It's really true, but not being chosen to play the part in Freddy versus Jason, there was never a guarantee each film that I would come back. That's why if you ever see an autograph that I've signed that says Jason number 7, I signed that for just the first, not even a year, between part 7 and part 8. I figured I'm one of 7 guys that has played the character, so I didn't expect anything else. I was hoping, but I didn't expect it. And when I continued for 4 films in a row, and then when they said they were finally doing Freddy versus Jason, because that was supposed to be before Jason X in it, but they couldn't work out the details, so we decided to do Jason X. But when they finally get it on the books that Freddy versus Jason is happening, I get a call from the producer. I go in her office, she gives me a script and says, we're finally doing this. So being replaced after that is much worse. If I had never been told I was doing it, I would be disappointed, certainly, but I wouldn't be as pissed off as I still am about, you told me I was doing it. You gave me the script and said I was doing it. And then the director was hired and he didn't want me, so. What was I don't know if it's something I should talk about, but his name was Ronnie Yu, the director, Y-U. And somebody printed some shirts. I think you know what I'm talking about. That I didn't mind seeing, but I thought, ooh, boy. And the shirt just simply said, fuck you.
Spelled like his last name, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't do it. It wasn't my idea. But, And when I finally found out I wasn't doing the movie, and they told me they went with somebody else that has played the character. And I was like, wow, who? CJ? They brought CJ back?
Right.
And then found out it was Kurzinger, which he didn't really play the character ever. He stunt doubled me in a shot in Jason Takes Manhattan because they wouldn't let me do it, getting hit by the police car, which I'd done many times, but I guess I could understand that if I got racked up on the leg or something, and then compromising filming for the rest of the time. So I went along with it. But based on that, they said, somebody said, I don't think it was him. Somebody said, yeah, he's played Jason before too. And so he lived in Vancouver, which is where they shot the film, and so we went with him.
That's where they shot part 8 too, correct or no?
Yeah. That's why Ken was in the movie, because he once again lived there. But yeah, we shot Jason Takes Manhattan for 2 months in Vancouver and 1 night in Times Square.
Yeah.
One single night. Jason Takes Manhattan for 1 day.
Jason takes a boat to Vancouver. That's something Adam Marcus and myself were joking on. He's like, Jason goes to Montreal. I said, actually Vancouver.
Yeah.
I saw some more hands.